Hi actors, performers and creators out there, it's great to have you back. Once again, this is Lorenzo from the CoachMc Studio, the studio that helps you to shape unique behavior deliveries and get recognized in the audition room. And I want to start this first video of 2019 by asking a quite provocative question. Why are you here? And the reason why you're here is because you want to win the Oscar. Sounds crazy? Actually it isn't. And if you want to know what this is all about, just stick with me and let's see what's cooking.
It's time to cut that shit and make it happen. Yes, fellas. Make it happen.
Why did you become an actor in the first place? Seriously, be sincere. I know this is a quite provocative question. But if I ask an astrophysicist why he became a scientist in the first place, the answer is because I want to win the Nobel Prize for Astrophysics. And if I ask a writer or a journalist why he became a writer or a journalist, well, the answer is because I want to win the Pulitzer Prize. And the Fields Medal is the ultimate goal for any mathematician. But if I ask an actor who approaches my classes for the first time why he became an actor, well, usually the answer is because I love acting. Because acting is truly my passion, because I admire great actors. And that is beautiful and truly important. To have a passion for something, well, that's the first initial fundamental step. But love is an emotion. Love is volatile. It is malleable. And what you love today, you can hate by tomorrow. To have that idealism to begin with is truly important and super great. But it won't drive you through all the obstacles, through all the problems, through all of those bad times that you have to face in order to survive. Think about this. Do you really think you will drive your engine for 20 years towards no goal at all, and you will stand up every day and do your very best just because you love something? And what happens if you wake up one day after 20 years realizing that you actually hate what you're doing? Isn't that depressing and frustrating? And I think this is also the reason why a lot of people are bailing out from acting, why a lot of people are quitting acting for good, and they're getting back to regular jobs. Because they don't have a real goal. They don't have a real purpose in this life with their career and their environment. So idealism, because I love something, is truly important. It drives us. But then we need to get this idealism, this force of idealism, into a working structure that will get us somewhere. And this working structure, this realism, if you want to call it so, is your goal set, is what you want to achieve with that. And what is the biggest award? What is the greatest thing that you can achieve as an actor? To win the Academy Award. So instead of saying, I became an actor in the first place because I love acting, just say, I became an actor because I want to win the Academy Award. Does that sound pretentious and crazy and out of your head? Well, actually it isn't. I will show you in a couple of seconds when we jump to the board how you can break down this ultimate goal into achievable, realistic and smart chunks. And how these chunks, how these mini missions, these sub-goals actually will give you a structure, a working structure that will allow you to find the stamina, the purpose, the courage to stand up every day and drive towards that goal, towards that ultimate finishing line. And what comes afterwards is just beautiful and amazing. And it's not just a feeling, it is a clear vision that you have for your life, for your environment, for your actions. So come, and let's win the Oscar. So hypothetically, our ultimate goal is to win the Oscar. Our finishing line is to win the Academy Award. What is the sub-goal to that ultimate goal? What is the mini mission that we have to fulfill in order to get to the Oscars? Well, first of all, of course, it is the right part. We need to play the right part in a hugely recognized flick in a remarkable way so we get recognized by the Academy, nominated, and with a little bit of luck, we get to win the Oscar finally. So how do we get the right part? Now, first of all, you need to get inside the audition room and get the audition. And how do you do that? Yeah, you need a great agent that will get you inside of there. Second of all, don't get me wrong, I think you're great, gifted, talented, driven actors, but to nail an outstanding audition for an outstanding part, maybe sometimes you need something extra. You need an extra training, you need an extra skill, you need to look at yourself from a different perspective, so you need a coach. Oops, I am a coach, so maybe you need me? Who knows? So you need an agent and you need a coach. Is that achievable? Is that measurable? Is that realistic? Of course it is. It's not impossible. You can get an agent and you can get a coach. And you need, of course, a support. You need supportive environments. You need a supportive environment that would help you to get everything out of the way so you can focus on that great audition, so you can really train and exercise every day, every second, every moment when you wake up, just to get to the audition in the best prepared way and to be outstanding compared to every other actor in order to book the job, in order to get that part, in order to play in a remarkable way, in order to win the Oscar. And how do you get an agent? How do you get a coach? How do you get a supportive environment? Now, first of all, you need to get everything out of the way that is unnecessary. Everything that stands in the way between you and that peak performance, you need to swipe it out of your life. You need to set up a timeline that is realistic. You need to say to yourself, from now on, I will work to win the Oscar. Not in 60 years, but in a realistic range of time where I know that I can measure if it's happening or not. Where I can have all these little stepstones and milestones in my life where I can see I'm having that little success here and there. I'm fulfilling all of those mini missions. I'm training. I'm putting in that hard work that eventually will get me to that audition. Because if I do everything in my power to get the right agents, to get the right coaches, to train in a remarkable way, to work so I have the greatest headshot, so my skin looks flawless, so my teeth are shining, so my eyes are radiating. If I do all that, people will actually notice me. They will see this guy, this girl, they are putting in some work that nobody else is doing. And how do you do that? Well, you need to have that self-awareness about yourself and your habits, because usually the biggest problem is yourself that stands in between you and the goals that you want to achieve. Your habits, if they are interfering with what your goal is, you need to get them out of your way. Focus on what's useful, discard the useless, just to state the great master Bruce Lee. Once you have a timeline, a self-awareness of why you're here, what your purpose really is, once you laid out this working sheet, the structure that will put idealism into work with a realistic view about yourself, about your career, about your environment, about your job description, now you have a driving force that will give you courage and stamina, like I mentioned before. And this doesn't sound and look as crazy as it sounded when we started this video, right? Because just stating that you love something, again, isn't enough to achieve something. In order to achieve something, you need a route, you need a path. And this most definitely is a path that you can follow up. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying this success is coming overnight. But I'm saying that if you stick to that, if you stick to yourself, if you stick to your goals and to your dreams, and you put in the hard work that is necessary to be perfect every time you get called to action, well, chances are one day you will be very close to this final and ultimate goal. And I want to give you a quick example. Just a couple of months ago, I saw a video about the actor studio, and there was Sean Penn sitting calmly, relaxed, and he was smiling. He was answering questions of the acting students. And one of those acting students, he was asking a lot of questions. He had this blonde hair and this jeans shirt, and he was asking all questions about career, about work, about training. And it actually was Bradley Cooper. That video was 20 years ago. And now, a couple of days ago, Bradley Cooper was nominated twice for the Golden Globe as Best Actor and as Best Director. And he's one step away of winning the Oscar. So you see, it doesn't happen overnight, but eventually it will happen. So stick to your vision, stick to yourself, know your purpose, and know why you're here. And look at this, how crazy is this? As an actor, when we're approaching a new character, we're always asking ourselves, why is this character here? Where is he coming from? And where does he want to go? And isn't the same true for yourself, for you as a human being? Why are you here in the first place? Where do you want to go? And what is your purpose? What is your ultimate goal? Ask yourself those things, put in the hard work, and go for them every day. I guess that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us till the end. It was a great pleasure sharing those tools and insights with you. By the way, if you're here for the first time, consider subscribing and share this video to your community, because our mission here at the CoachMc Studio is to create a strong community of great actors for ever better performances, truly remarkable performances. So smash that bell button to join the notification squad. Comment in the comment section below if you thought that this video had any value to you. See you next time, and do love act.